Hey, good morning. Friday, July 12th. Yesterday we hit Olympic National Park, rainforest. We had a great dinner. Anyway, today we're headed to Victoria, Canada. So we're going to take this car, we're going to drop it on the ferry, go over, drive around Victoria, then hit the north end, put it back on the ferry, and head to Vancouver. So this should be a pretty interesting day. So anyway, hang in there with us. Let's see what we see of Victoria. I heard it's beautiful, so we'll see you then. Okay, so here we are, sitting on the runway to get on the ferry. We're in Port Angeles, Washington. We're waiting to get on the ferry to go to Victoria for the day with the car. We're going to drive all the way around Victoria. Then we're going to head north to Schwartz Bay, Victoria, get on another ferry and head to Vancouver. This is what I call an undertaking. Anyway, should be an interesting day. We got a couple of things planned out. We're going to go see this Miniture World, want to get into Chinatown. I think they got a couple of cool hotels to go look at, stuff like that. So we will check it out. We will film it. We will take pictures. And we'll see where we end up. So you hang in there with us. This should be a very, very interesting day. Talk to you later. All right, so we made it to the Coho. So we're on the ship to Victoria. It should be an interesting day. The sun is out. A little chilly up here.
Oh, it's chilly here.
It's chilly. But it's nice. Here we are. I guess that's where we're headed. Somewhere where, well, not exactly where those mountains are. I'm thinking way down here. I don't know, it's about an hour ride. We're gonna have to go inside. It's pretty cool. Sort of should have did maybe rent a couple of bikes. That is that downriggers that we had dinner in last night. I tell you what, now and there's the mountains in the background, Olympic National Park. It's pretty, definitely pretty. There's a town, little boat. Let me get out of the glare of the sun here. It's nasty. It's nasty. But this looks like a fun day, so should be interesting. Now you got your little bicycle racks. There you go. All right, well, we're going to jump inside. See you in a bit. All right, so I guess, I don't know, we'll be getting ready to take off soon. But this is the deal here. We're sitting way up front. Got all the passengers. Very nice. Everybody's very nice. I don't think we'll have any fights or anything, so we're in good shape. Yeah, but you never know. Yeah. All right, so we're going to check out for a few minutes. Hopefully we get underway. And I'll get up a little bit and get some pictures of the ocean when we get going. All right? Here we go. So we finally made it into Victoria. We had to go through customs. They had to check out the whole car because we have so much in there. But just wanted to give you a little taste here. We found this little Fisherman's Wharf here in Victoria, which is kind of cool. Got some what they call houseboats, which I thought is pretty cool. There's a guy that they live on the water. So it's pretty cool. So these are houseboats. Actually, that's a pretty nice one. Yeah, you guys got upstairs, downstairs. Pretty cool. Got a hotel here. Yeah, it's pretty nice in here. Here's another little houseboat here. Got some gift shops. Yeah, it's like a little cool little town. Green one, that's a houseboat. This blue one is actually a house store. So we're just gonna walk down here a bit now and head down and see what we can find. So here we go. Yeah, so we're walking around the little Fisherman's Wharf, as they call it. Totally different. Totally different down here. This is cool. This is cool. This is all on the water. A little Pirate's Pizza and Mexican seafood and kind of cool. A little, all on the water. Everything's on the water here. A little town here. Just walking down like all little boat homes. Cute, cute, cute. Private homes. Oversighted. Very cute. Very cute little town. It's like all little boat homes. Really cute. Alright, you've seen one, you've seen 10. But very, very unique. As you can see. Very unique. Actually pretty interesting. Something I haven't seen before. There goes another ship out. Very cute little homes. And these are all little boat homes. Pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna head back and see what the deal is. Oh, we hit the end of the boat homes. And this is kind of the city. Victoria, pretty cool. Just getting around a little pole here. You can see a marina in the distance. Got the cohos going out. That's the boat we came in on, actually. Alright, pretty cool. Alright, so we're headed out. Alright, see if we can get more here. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we're continuing down Fisherman's Wharf here, as you can see. I just want to get a picture of the marina. That's pretty cool, with the houseboats in the background. Very interesting. You got sweets, you got slushies. And this is the deal. Big hotels. I don't know how much more of this there is. We'll go to the end and then we'll head out. And we'll go find something else to do. Plenty here to do. Check back in with us later. Just headed down the streets here in Victoria. We're gonna head to what's the name of the place? Chateau Victoria Hotel. It's supposed to be a famous hotel, so we're gonna go check that out. Now, four-way stop sign. Wow, that's interesting out here. All right, we're gonna let that guy go. I think he's gonna let this guy go. Then I'm gonna go. Thank you, appreciate it. Like anywhere else. All right, so we're on. We got to get up to Belleville Street. That's a couple of streets up. Just to give you a little taste of the island of Victoria. Very pretty out here. I'm still trying to get used to the roads. It's a little weird here. Got to make sure I don't have any stop signs. I'm trying to navigate my way through at the same time. Very pretty. And parking doesn't seem to be too much of a problem just yet. I think when you get close to some of these ideal, regular places. Oh, look at this woman take a flop. That's possible. All right. It's a cool place to eat here. Oh, this is Days Inn. AM happy hour. Look at that. Pretty cool. What's that dome down there? That's pretty cool. I'll tell you what, this is a very pretty town here. Steamship terminal. This is actually a terminal. All right, we got to go up a couple of blocks.
That was on the list too.
Yeah. So we're gonna just make our way down, nice and easy. Oh wow, this is pretty down here. This is so pretty. Wow.
That's the Capitol?
That must be either the Capitol or City Hall. Yeah. Well, we'll come back. We'll definitely walk this. All right. So you're getting a good taste of town here. I wonder who's up on this statue. Definitely. Oh, it's definitely a World War II Canadian soldier. That's pretty cool. All right, we got the Stonehenge building here, which is pretty cool. Beautiful buildings here, man. I'm telling you. It's just pretty down here. All right, we're going to scoot down here for a minute, so we'll tune back in a minute. All right, so we're here at Miniture World, so we're going to step in. We're going to check it out and see what it's all about. The greatest little show on earth. Here we go. Okay, so we're in Miniture World. This first one we are is like, I'm guessing it's like Berlin, the fall of Berlin, World War II. As you can see, the paratroopers jumping in and all the buildings burned out. Pretty cool, man. And the tanks and stuff. Oh wow. Here you have the, looks like the Revolution. Wow, this is pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. You're gonna have to get pictures of this in a few minutes. Let's see, we're just gonna walk around here for a little bit to see what we see.
August 8th, 1918.
This is Chelsea in June of 1815.
In western France. They are about to engage in the 3-day Battle of Armageddon.
So this is pretty cool stuff. Wow. This is European, the 30-year European war. So this is pretty cool. And we're going to turn around here, and we have the Reaping a Whirlwind in Germany in 1945. So back here you can see with the swastikas and stuff. So that's pretty cool stuff here. Wow. All the ruins, lakes and stuff. Wow. Here you have the coverage of early morning in western France of August 1918. Those are the airplanes. I saw a movie about that too. So that's pretty cool. That's some pretty cool stuff. Definitely got to snap some pictures of that. All right, we're going to pause for a second and then we're going to head on in. Yeah, here's where we have the American Civil War. This is crazy stuff, man. The Civil War, 1861 to 1865. We got little fires going, stuff like that. Got a nice look. Oh, I remember a friend of mine had one of these cannons. It actually shoots. He had one for 4th of July he used to use. Here you go with all these little soldiers, all different types. Got looks like Canadian, British, Asian, Afghanistan, British. A little Cinderella carriage. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Here's one of a little town. Pretty cool. Now we're going to turn around here, and we have Vancouver in 1885. So this is what Vancouver looked like in 1885. It's like a little gas town. A little railroad running through. Too bad they didn't have the trains running. Wow. They're like, they're not exactly HO model. They're like almost like a Z gauge or an N gauge, but yeah, they're like N gauge, but bigger. Must be another gauge going up. But this is pretty cool stuff. This is Yale, 1885 in Canada. Little, the tunnels and the dams and the last spike. All the little people hanging out. Pretty cool. Love the railroad setup. It's pretty awesome here. At the spiral tunnels, Rogers Pass. Yeah, we're going to get through this a little bit. It's going to get a little darker now, so hopefully we can get it in. Definitely need, okay. Oh, see, now it turns dark at night. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool stuff. As you can see, the town of Calgary all lit up. That's pretty cool. Now, I guess we got to wait till sunrise to get a good shot, so we'll pause for a second. Be back. Alright, so now you got the sun rising. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Alright, we're going to get down here and check this out. Pretty awesome stuff. Alright, well, we hit a group of people, so we're going to have to hang tight. So we'll chime in a minute. Yeah, here's just another little town. You got little houses, as you can see. I'll get a little close up inside. That's pretty cool. With the streets, trolley car, the oil tanker, cars in the street, and the houses, apartment buildings. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, I'm watching on to the next one. I guess this would be what you consider a lumber yard. So this is pretty cool too. Pretty cool stuff. All right, we got to chime out for a minute. We got people in front of us. All right, so we had to wait till daylight to get this next view in. Looks just like a town. Well, this is definitely during a war because those are soldiers down there. So we're just going to walk along the train tracks in the town. This is some pretty cool stuff. Wow. This is pretty cool. This is Toronto in 1915. So this is the town, as you can see. Get a little closer in there. Come on out. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Wow. As we come down here, get a little shot here. Noah's taking pictures of the sailboats, the railroad tracks. Wow, this is the eastern portion of Toronto, way back when. It's Quebec City in 1915. This is so cool. This really is very, very cool. All right, we're going to get down to train tracks here. Now we get another little town in. Mo's just taking a million pictures. And this is the Maritimes in 1915. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool stuff. All right, so we're going to pause for a minute and take a break. Okay, this is called Glory Road in 1806. So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to march down here a ways. Oh, we already came in. Here's the back of Berlin again. Just wanted to get a little more shot at that. This is the back end.
That one is in Germany.
Just wanted to get a little shot of this. Pretty cool stuff. All the soldiers. That is pretty cool. All right, got to pause again for a minute so we can get into the next deal here. So we'll be back. All right. Yeah, okay, this is the Enchanted Valley of Castles, so they call it. So this is pretty cool. You can see you got the trams or the gondolas, as you can see in the background. They go up and down. You actually got the trains move. Those are Z-gauge trains. I remember when I was a kid, I used to have a set of those. This is pretty awesome though. What a makeup with the castles up on top. Waiting for the trains to move. There you go. There goes the trains. That is pretty cool. There you go, and you got the lifts in the background. That is pretty cool. All right. So we saw all of that. Now we come over to here. We have Bandits at Angels 1-5, they call this. So this is like all different types of airplanes, I'm imagining. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're going to move down now. Let's see what we have down here. This place is loaded. Oh wow, looks like you have like the Arabian Army at Western, with stagecoaches and horses moving around with the Indians. It's pretty cool stuff. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool in the background there. You can actually see them moving. That's pretty cool. This place is, oh yeah, this is magical, this place. Definitely magical as we go around it. Now, I'm trying to get this camera a little lower than getting a high. You know, just so you can see it all. And you got a little fort here, little town. I love the mountains in the background. As you can see in the back there, you have the buffalo. Probably pretty tough to see. I love the little carousel with the Indians. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, we move around to British North America. So this is pretty awesome too. This is Pioneerville, BC 1870, British Columbia. That's a pretty cool town. I like that. All right, let's pause again and get at it. All right, so here we got a whole bunch of different aircraft. American Airlines and Air Canada, Croatia, Singapore, you name it. You got all the different airlines here. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna step into here for a minute, check out some more KLM. You know, see, I don't know how the glare is with the glass, but Cayman Islands, South African, Jamaican, British Airways. Pretty cool. Then we come around a turn here. Then we have a park here, which is just totally insane. And you have all these old cars. And people sitting on the benches, around the gazebos. Pretty cool. Yeah, then we just want to get around here to the front gate of a park. I mean, just check out all those cool cars, you know, and you got the big building in the background. I mean, you don't get any cooler than that. The cars actually move, they go around. We're not catching it right now. Hopefully we will get them before we get out of here. I just want to get around and ponds. The ponds and the lakes. And the little drawbridges. I mean, the little, oh, so cool. Just wanted to give you a little, all the cars are so cool. This is a great place. Yeah, like I said, those cars actually move. They go around, but we're not catching it right now. Maybe in a few minutes we'll get them. All right, we'll pause for a minute. So we come to another deal here with the Indian totem poles. Must be like a little Indian outpost or a little village. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Still waiting for those cars to get going. I was just gonna give a quick turn, see how they are. This is what they call a Quackatool village in the 1880s. This would be the top view. So that's pretty cool. Just give you a little taste of that. Little cabins here. Look at the detail. Got a rifle sitting on the table. I mean, look at this little general store all lit up. I mean, this is pretty cool stuff. All different types of stuff. I hope you're getting all this. This is pretty cool. All right, we're gonna march on. I guess we're not getting those cars. I guess, but that's a heck of a village. That was impressive. All right, we're coming around here. All righty, here you go. Here's a little Christmas village. That's pretty cool stuff. Just to give you a little glance of all this here. Little sleds in the background there. All those Santa's little helpers. Some toys. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And here we have, oh wow, Gulliver's Travels. For any of you that remember Gulliver, this would be like the miniature planet with Gulliver laying on the floor. That's pretty cool too. How ingenious is that? How ingenious is that? We're going to turn our attention to this little deal here, which is, I guess, a guy trying to fly. So let's push this button and that's pretty cool. Look at this dude. That's pretty cool. All right. So we got Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That's pretty cool too. Yeah, this is pretty neat stuff. Got the little house, and I'm guessing that's Snow White there. And then they got the dwarves all over the place. And you got their little cave that the dwarves go in. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's tune out for a second. We'll be back.